All right, so here is my success on how I was successful in Proving Grounds. I was ranked number 22 to 25 in the world, and I was using this build to use to compete in the Proving Grounds in 1v1. Now, this build is a lockdown build. It's a two-way perimeter shot creator. You have a height of 6'4" and wingspan of 6'11". Now, I love this build just because
with game time only moments away, the setting, Miami, Florida. The Celtics taking on the Heat. Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's the Beast in at the shooting guard position. And for the Heat, they've got Alec Burks. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the 5. The season winding down here, Grant. Playoff seedings of the utmost importance.
You know, B.A., you especially see the bubble teams giving that extra effort now. It's all hands on deck. Very little room for error.
Holiday with the ball. Pass to the Beast. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound Miami. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
Yeah, but those are the games you can learn from. You see where you are now and where you need to get to.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Pass to Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Here's the Beast. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
This is what makes Holiday special. His ability to find ways to finish in tight.
Just over a minute and a half in. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
And it's Tatum missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Jaquez, the pass to Hero. Outside Burks. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Jaquez. They get it again. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
And the basket by Holiday.
Well, that's just fantastic awareness inside by Holiday. I like seeing him attack down there.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. It's a 3-point game. And out of bounds, the Heat will take it. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kristaps Porzingis.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics lead by 3. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope you limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Again, the Heat misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's the Beast. He's guarded by Hero. The Beast shot is off.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
That one goes in.
Well, look, Hero is a tough competitor. He doesn't back away from getting hit while shooting the ball.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Burks. And the Celtics also making a change. White's checked in. That one misses for Hero. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship, and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation. Well, White is... such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
Miami making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. That's tipped. To the paint. And Adebayo slams it in.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
Boston leading by 3. Tatum inside, working on Adebayo. Tatum, shot is good.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Miami's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. To the middle. Adebayo against White. That shot missing. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. The Heat have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Rozier. Has to wear. Wiggins for 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's the Beast. Uses the glass on the layup. The Beast has got 7.
Look, Tatum draws so much attention. Someone's bound to be open.
Wiggins outside. Here's Rozier. He's guarded by White. On the attack, Rozier. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Clock at 4. Here's Jaquez. Again, the Heat misses.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
And he just powered through contacts trying to complete the play.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've done a tremendous job just...
Both teams changing it up here. Here's Adebayo. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Quarter number 2, with just over a minute to play.
Number 67. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Burks. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
On the floor for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in at the 2-guard. Shot clock at 5. Tatum from long range. Knocks down the long J. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, boy. Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
Here's Burks. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Tatum. Will stand. Every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Thunder was outstanding. He scored 28 points, and it wasn't just a great offensive performance for him. He excelled defensively, too. The way he owned aspects of the game was exciting to watch. Guys, maybe he's breaking out. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going. You want a player building on his positive results.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Heat trail by 10. Ooh, poked away. Here's the Beast. Coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. Porzingis passes to the Beast.
Hey, yo, right here.
The 3 is up. Rebounded by Jovic. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. They wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
The Beast shot is off.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Hero, no good.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
The Beast. That 3's off the mark.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence.
As we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Boston out in front, leading by 17. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The Celtics, 56.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, one of the stories here, Alec Burks getting it done today.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Jaime Jaquez out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Burks no good.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Inside, here's the Beast. Rebound Miami. Hero's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Burks. Now here's Adebayo. Defended by Porzingis. Hero for 3. He drops it from range. Hero's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, this is what Hero is out here to do. He's a very reliable three-point scorer. Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Adebayo passes to Hero. To the wing, right side. Shoot from the baseline. Outside Burks. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
The opposite of a selfish player. Jaime Jaquez Jr. always puts the team ahead of himself.
And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. It's pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who played multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
Heat trail by 15. Hero outside. Pass to Burks. Jaquez with it. He's covered by Holiday. Takes one from 10 feet, and there's another one for the Heat. And here's Tatum. He's got 12. Down low. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist from Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Burks for 3. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Adebayo against Tatum. Pass to the Beast. And here's Holiday. He's guarded by Hero. Fast break Miami. Here's Burks. Goes back up. Tatum with some nice D.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
The shot off that time. Heat trail by 12. And he's going for the lob. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
So it's Miami now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Tatum universally recognized as one of the toughest covers in the league.
Brown passes to the Beast. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. Count that one. Tatum's got 4 points this quarter.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
Practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Miami making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Derek White's checked in for Boston. Holiday against Hero. Where? And Porzingis with the block. No. Heat trail by 18. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's the Beast in at the 2. Now here's Hero. Clock at 6. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Boston with the ball. Boston leading by 18. On the wing, Holiday. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Holiday's fired. Tough to keep up.
First team foul.
All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Well, their shot block, the defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen.
Hero, the pass to Burks. Back to Hero. Now here's Burks. Tightly guarded. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Ware. Takes a 3. Holiday grabs the miss.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
To the inside. Here's the Beast. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Heat trail by 19. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Here's Tatum. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
The Heat have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Hero outside. Burks passes to Robinson. Boston with a rebound. Brown's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the middle. Here's the Beast. No good off the glass. And stolen by Holiday. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
I think Holiday knew there'd be some contact here, so he was ready to outwork it.
Burks with it. Hero with it. Guarded now by Holiday. The offensive rebound. Adebayo, no good. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Adebayo. Burks for 3. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo. Burks has got 22 points.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
And it's time for an injury report. How about an update on Luke Cornett? What's the latest, Allie?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information. He said it's a thigh bruise. There's a little knot in there that needs to get worked out still. And for a team with definite title hopes, it will now be a case of next man up until he can return.
All right, Allie, thanks. Well, we're all hoping he gets healthy quickly, guys.
Yes, we do. And these trainers are so good at what they do. Hopefully, they'll be able to get him back on the court soon.
The Beast, good.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Hero for 3. Boston with a rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The Beast passes to Brown. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Burks no good. Celtics lead by 22. Pass to Brown. On the wing, Holiday. Inside, here's the Beast. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Burks for 3. They get it back.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Holiday against Hero. Holiday passes to the Beast. And he gets that one.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will end the shot.
Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Robinson.
At the line for the Celtics.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Pass to Hawkins. And he lobs it up.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, BA.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Celtics lead by 21. Here's Tatum. Here's the Beast. The shot no good. Burks against Porzingis. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And I like the feel that Hawkins has, a high IQ player.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Celtics.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And as a strong year for the club continues, they've willed their way to 56 wins.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jason Tatum.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Pass to the Beast. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hero on the wing. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Tatum passes to the Beast. And he makes the 8-footer. And the Celtics lead by 21.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian.
got next? Ready to stand apart from the competition? Today, we take a look at your shoes and how to make your own shoe in the Shoe Creator.
From the main menu, navigate to Features and open Shoe Creator, and start with selecting your brand and cut.
Let your imagination run wild from here. Dream up the perfect pattern and color combination and save your shoe.
Ready to wear your shoe in My Career? Head to the appropriate store.
And the Celtics looking dapper getting off the bus earlier. You've got to look your best coming into an opponent's building. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Beast out there with Holiday, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And for the Nets, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Johnson is out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
Nick Claxton, to me, guys, one of those great energy guys. You know what you can expect from him night after night. Incredible effort defensively, shot blocking, and a vertical threat at the rim on the offensive end.
And he can't hit the second. Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Here's the Beast. His last outing, he had 18 points. The kick out to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. Knocked away. Outside Thomas. Lets it go from 11. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
One-on-one here. The Beast passes to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Johnson outside. To the paint. Tatum against Johnson. And Thomas has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Because of his frame, Drew Holiday can be a terror on the interior. Boy, you can't avoid the contact there.
And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Williams gets the bucket.
And boy, they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they had.
Outside Holiday. Pass to the Beast. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
But Drew Holiday is just so solid in the 2-man action. You see it on display there.
Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Miami.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here's the Beast. They get the rebound. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Johnson left side. Here's Claxton. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to the Beast. From about 19 feet. A putback. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trail by 7. Here's Thomas. And the layup falls.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
Brown with it. Picked up by Claxton. It's Brown on the wing. Nothing on the board. Lets the 3 fly. And count it. Corner good on the shot from the Beast.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
On the wing, Williams. The 19-foot shot. And the jumper falls for him. Williams has got his second best.
I love that Cam Johnson is looking for the best shot available. What a pretty pass.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. And you talk about complimentary pieces, Doris. Cam Johnson could fit out any team in the NBA.
And that is because, Kevin, he has got one of the most valuable skills in the game today. That's range shooting.
Making some changes here. Off the inbound. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Celtics leading by 15. Down on the block. It's Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas is out there with Johnson. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. So that's the Nets 5.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Heat delivered in a major way. He added 18 points, and his hustle on the defensive end was amazing. He had a number of steals. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin will keep it going tonight.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
That's a 2 from Barnes. Rebounded by Tatum.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Thomas. The rebound by the Celtics.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And that one is good. The Beast's got 7.
Boy, you can see Tatum continues to grow his game with a play like that. That is nicely done.
Thomas surveying the D. He dishes it to Johnson. Over in the corner, Barnes. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Boston. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Holiday against Thomas. Thomas with the steal. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Boy, Cam Johnson puts that defender in a compromised position. Really good job creating the contact.
And let's quickly check out the score breakdown here for the Celtics.
And they look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
The Beast passes to Holiday. 4 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. It's good from long range. Tatum's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kristaps Porzingis.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Johnson kicks to Thomas. Offensive rebound, Nets. Claxton, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
There's the 3. The rebound by Johnson. Nets trail by 21. They get a hand on it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And here, late in the season, a good time now to follow up on our Rookie of the Year race. Which young players have separated themselves as the best of the bunch? And you look at the Beast. Throughout the year, he's shown that he can be a big-time player in the league. And at number 5 on our list, you know, you have to be excited for next season.
And being inside the top 5 of what is a wonderful rookie class is really quite an accomplishment in and of itself.
Well, it is, and there are people who think he should be higher in the rankings, and they might be right. He's had some moments this season that show how advanced his game is.
Puts up a deep 3. The shot missing.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the scores.
And the shot goes in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Tipped away. The pass to Brown. Outside Holiday. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Johnson with it. Now guarded by the Beast. Outside Thomas. Double team on Thomas.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Johnson inside. Guarded by Holiday. Shot by Johnson, no good. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Here's Thomas. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house. Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if he can get an easy opportunity.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his time.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become...
Performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston.
That's a half the score. Your next 28. The Celtics 57.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the court right now for the Celtics, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday out there with the Beast, and it's Brown in at the 3. Claxton the pass to Williams. Johnson outside, takes the 3. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You look at Boston. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, Brooklyn, they're much further down the standings right now.
And you know, for the Celtics, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw no good for Holiday. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Passes it to the Beast. There's the triple. Johnson with the rebound. And here are the Nets. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Johnson can't get it to go. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. You've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Williams scanning the floor, and Thomas has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The Beast. That 3 off the mark.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Johnson with it. Now guarded by the Beast. Here's the 3. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
Brooklyn with the rebound. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Thomas from 13. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Here's the Beast. Thomas covering. Tatum against Johnson. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 19 points.
Well, you love to see a great scorer create an easy opportunity. Jason Tatum gets a second chance points right there.
Inside. Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Johnson against Holiday. To the wing on the left. Here's the beast. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game. Johnson against Holiday. Porzingis with the block, and they recover it. Thomas outside, and the Nets another 3.
We have watched Cam Thomas become more and more aggressive from three-point territory.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Here's Barnes. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Watford passes to Barnes. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's called working the catch-and-shoot game to perfection. Barnes on balance and on point with his shot mechanics.
It's Hart on the wing. Covered by Barnes. White the pass to Hauser. 5 on the clock. Back to White. Pass to Porzingis. Fires away from outside. Boston again missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
First personal foul.
And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Boston.
Yeah, and they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Barnes looking around. Rebounded by Hart.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
On the wing, Williams. Sharp with it. He's picked up by White. Williams. Porzingis with the block. Here's Pritchard, covered by Watford. Pritchard passes to Porzingis.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
I think for Kristaps Porzingis, we know unequivocally the talent, the shooting, the shot blocking, everything is there for him to impact the game. The key is just stay healthy.
Outside Wilson, over Hart. misses the shot. And so it's Boston going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Wilson. Martin is...
The microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
The Beast, he's checked in for Boston. And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
Rebounded by Hauser.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Shots good by the Beast.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Thomas with it. Now guarded by the Beast. Cam Thomas, and that's good. Thomas got 15 points in just the second half.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Here's Pritchard. Thomas covering. Pritchard passes to Tillman. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, taken away by Williams. Right side, Thomas. Rebounded by Hauser.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the Beast. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Nets. Shoots the 3. And that's good for 3 points. A shot from the Beast. The Beast's got 23.
Boy, nice stroke from downtown. Got it off just before the defense could react. That's his specialty.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Boston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And one of the key components for this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the Beast.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Here's Pritchard. Thomas covering for 3. And he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from the Beast.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Yeah, easy call.
First personal foul, team second.
And that one falls for Williams.
Zaire Williams at the line.
And Williams drops them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Here's Pritchard. Pass to the Beast. This one for 3, and it falls.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying